Hello, and thank you for joining me on this discovery video call today. My name is Shannon Gilmore, and I'm here to help you alleviate some troubled areas in your life. So think of this video as a precursor to getting on a coaching call with me, yours truly. Now I'm going to give you something in this video call right now that you can use to help alleviate the pain point in your life. Now, before we get into that, can I just say something in this moment right now? I want you to know, even though you and I don't know each other, I want you to know this. You are putting the work in, my friend, and doing the time, baby. So let's celebrate that. Let's just feel good about ourselves in this moment. Let's just acknowledge that we've taken initiative for our own health and well-being as we're taking back our power. Can we just own that for a moment? Let's just feel proud, okay? Let's just do this. Let's just allow ourselves to feel pride and wear it like a badge of honor, because you are showing yourself that you are worth it. Because you are. Because you matter. Against all the frickin' odds and all that back struggle, you have chosen you. You have chosen you every single time. You have chosen you when others wouldn't. When you were at your weakest, you still chose to keep going as you kept searching for answers. So that makes you epic. Can we celebrate that? Let's. Give yourself over to just feeling those achievements for a minute. Just smile. Breathe in that energy and let the excitement build. And when you exhale, just let peace flow. Yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Okay, let's breathe it in and let the joy flow through you. Hold your breath. Smile. Keep holding. Let that excitement build. Let it build. Wait for it. Wait for it. And let it out. Let out that joyous tension. Woo-hoo! Oh, come on. That was a little pipsqueak. Indulge me here. It's just us. I know. I'm a little bit embarrassed too, but I'm letting you guys see this little playful side of me because it's important that we keep ourselves playful within ourselves. So just smile. Close your eyes and give yourself permission to feel good. Feel that excitement and joy rising. Feel it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. Let me hear you roar. Let me hear it. Amazing. How do you feel now? Pumped and ready to do this? Good. Welcome, because I am happy to meet you. Please use the comment section of this video and share with me where you're all from. You are also welcome to share with me what prompted you to click on this video to watch it today. Now, you don't have to share it publicly, but only if you want to. And I can help alleviate some of those fears and that tension that you might be feeling today. I'm excited, really excited to share with you some information in this video call that will help you get yourself unstuck. First of all, I'd like you to become curious with the process of self-discovery and mastering your own healing, as this is where your lifetime friendship with yourself starts. Don't look too harshly at what you see back at you, okay? Don't look too harshly and judge yourself too harshly, as I encourage you to just remain open-minded to the process of nurturing yourself every day by answering to the call and the charge of those unwanted feelings with just one word. Interesting. It's as easy as that. Every time you feel bad, every time you feel sorrow, every time you feel unwanted, just take a pause and say, interesting. And then you can go further if you feel like it and ask yourself, why am I feeling this? Interesting. With an open mind and a curious mind, I'd like you to just think about your challenge and what it was that prompted you to reach out in faith in yourself to watch this video today. Write your challenge down on a piece of paper. Is your challenge or conflict? Well, okay, let's give this word conflict a new name. Let's just call it your pain point. What have you tried so far to alleviate or resolve your pain point? There are other alternatives that you may not have seen. May we explore them together? See, everything that we do, whether it's good or bad, wanted or unwanted, this comes from two specific motives: fear or love. So on a piece of paper, write down your current pain point. I got used paper here, but on any paper, just write down your current pain point and what methods that you have used so far to resolve your pain point. Obviously, these methods didn't work, or else you would not be making mention of it and you wouldn't be here watching this video. Do you know why the methods that you tried didn't bring about a resolution? It's because from a spiritual perspective, you don't know how your pain point operates. Interesting. See, your pain point exists out of a place where the motive is either fear or love. Now, love does not hurt. Contrary to popular belief, love never hurts and love never fails. So the only way your pain point exists is through that driving force behind fear. Your fear, this is either your fear or someone else's fear. So write that down. The motive behind my pain point is fear. Now, to alleviate the electrical or spiritual charge of fear, it's important to explore fear from a perspective that has you detach your emotional investment from it. Imagine that it is your best friend who is experiencing this pain point and not you. Now, your best friend has described all the feelings and circumstances that are familiar to you. It's as if you two are going through the same thing, the same pain point. Everything that you are going through, your best friend is going through too. This in itself makes you the best person to write a letter to your friend, to share your loving thoughts with them about this particular pain point. You know their fears, and you share with them your perspective of how they can manage through their situation with loving kindness. So when you are done, I would like you to do this. Read the letter back to yourself so that you can hear the insight you have given. And because what I'd like you to do now is to write a response letter from the perspective of your friend to you, explaining how helpful your letter has been or how not so helpful it has been. When you are done this exercise, I'd like you to read both letters out loud so that you can hear the response and take that in. Now ask yourself, in what areas of both letters can you sense insight and advice that was given from a place of fear. Did you notice that where you offered hope and nurturing and sound counsel, this was a motivation by love? Interesting. So what advice are you going to take? The advice motivated by fear or the advice motivated by love? With the advice given out of fear, you can expand on this and actually draw out some of where those core fears are actually coming from. You can reverse engineer if you want to, and you can answer those fears with sound counsel and love as you break down your fears into small packets of emotion that are more manageable for you. Does this sound interesting? The more you look at fear and see it for what it is, the more you lessen its spiritual charge. Do you know that the most common fear that we have about fear is the pain that it causes? We're not fearing so much the problem itself, but we're fearing the pain within that problem. And that's because we fear pain, because pain is so extreme. We fear pain so much that we anticipate it. We anticipate the uncomfortableness within pain. Pain is ouchie wah-wah, as it hurts. Emotional pain hurts just as much as physical pain does. Pain cannot be avoided, and it is when pain hurts the most, that's when we are at our weakest. We are at our weakest when we do not have enough information about the pain that causes us to fear. Where there is fear, there is also more pain. Someone who has a high tolerance for pain can tolerate a lot of pain and does not fear it. The pain to them is not all that severe. Look at women who have painful periods as an example. There's a challenge online for men, and it's kind of funny, and it's going around on the internet. They place electrodes on their abdomens, and when electricity is discharged from these electrodes, specific frequencies are felt by men through a jolt of energy that simulates menstrual pain. Most men actually struggle on the minimal setting, and most women, well, we can tolerate the highest setting. And this is because women, we have become desensitized to the pain. It wasn't always this way. See, when we were young and we were new to our monthlies, for some of us the pain was so uncomfortable we stayed home from school. But as the years went on and we got used to the pain and we kind of resolved ourselves to just submit to this as we had no choice, we then became tolerant to it. We accepted the pain and submitted ourselves to the process as we stopped fighting the fact of life. We stopped fearing it. What we once feared, we gradually accepted and dealt with the inconvenience. And the more we began to understand and accept what was happening to our bodies, the easier it was for us to manage through the pain, because we gave in less to that fear. Because fear was no longer a problem, because you cannot fear what you know. Now, bringing all this to biblical standards, Jesus does direct us to overcome our fears. Overcoming our fears and our challenges is what we must do. And how we do this is to see our fears as they are, not as how fear wants us to perceive it or how we assume things are when we're fearful. We just accept the pain point. And when we accept it, That is when we can ask ourselves, how can I take steps to alter the pain in this? Our emotional pains hurt for a reason, and it is because we are fearing an outcome that is either familiar or foreign. We are financially broke and we fear losing our home. We fear either because we have been through this type of loss before and don't want to do it again, or we're fearing an experience of that loss and it's foreign to us. We haven't experienced it before. So what is the greater fear? They're both the same, because both fears result in the same outcome. The key is to work out the fear with an understanding that you survived something similar before. If this is a new experience, are there things that you can do now to help alleviate that fear? Finding solutions out of love to the problem alleviates the fear. Now, if a solution cannot be found, the fear persists. The hidden spiritual solution is to alleviate the fear with a counter feeling, the opposite of fear, which is love. When you allow yourself to express love to yourself and to the situation, oftentimes the solution will find its way to you. You only need a little bit of patience. Emotional pain points hurt for a reason. Most often, that reason is not because of the reason that we give it. Pain continues for as long as a solution to that pain cannot be found. Let's say that again. Pain continues for as long as a solution to that pain cannot be found. And pain comes from a perspective of fear. So when you meet your fears with love, and your pain will then dissipate. Because where there is love, there are solutions, because solutions are healing. Does this make sense? Now, if you want me to walk with you through a pain point, or you would like to book an hour of power conversation with me, please book your time slot at the link provided in the description of this video. If you want one-on-one coaching peer support on a monthly basis, provided you're willing to work with me through a 3-month commitment, we will meet twice a week in video conferencing. And also, I will correspond with you in 3 email inserts per week at a cost of $1,000 per month for a commitment of 3 months. So if you're curious and want to know more, please email me with coaching inquiry in the subject of your email so I can send you my coaching packages so you can begin your healing journey today. And I just want to make this clear that all correspondence is confidential. Now, the exercise in this video can be used on any pain point that you have. Stick with it, stay committed, and be patient. Do you have any questions? Thank you so much for joining me on this video call today. I hope this information has been a source of help to you as I look forward to meeting you soon. Bye-bye.